We're going to talk about RoboCop Rogue City and how it's a masterwork, or nearly a masterwork. RoboCop Rogue City has laid the groundwork for what could possibly be the greatest game of all time. It's already a great game. The only things holding it back are budget, Teyon. I don't know how you pronounce the developer's name. It's a common theme. I don't know how to pronounce names because I don't give a fuck to look it up. Sorry. But they have created... Well, obviously they made the greatest RoboCop game ever made. Nobody's debating that. Even the people who don't like the game would agree with that. But they have laid the groundwork. Okay? The game's already fantastic. It's held back by budget constraints. If they had a bigger budget and they could go all out, I'm thinking, I hate to use the word because it's a gay word. It's a gay word used by PC gamers. PC gamers are mostly homosexuals. Closeted, nerdy, perverted, furry, disgusting critters that I hate. But they like the word immersive sim. And they made it popular. So I have to use the word. But I'm trying to take what Rogue City is and imagine it as a full-on immersive sim. And I envision the greatest game ever made. This game is like halfway there. You know, because of the low budget, there's a lot of stuff that you can't do that you should be able to do as RoboCop. You know, it's got some of the stuff, like you do the fist punch and you can bust beer bottles. It doesn't look very convincing. Or you can punch a box and the box will fall apart. Again, it doesn't look convincing, but it's there. It helps. I envision a RoboCop game where anything you punch gets destroyed. Like if you see a brick wall, you can fucking just punch through it at will. It's not like a scripted sequence or anything. There's a brick wall, you just fucking punch through the motherfucker. If there's a door in your way, you punch through it. And then you blow heads and dicks off, and arms and all that shit. That's how I envision the greatest game ever made. If there's ever going to be a greatest game ever made, it's going to be RoboCop. This game has confirmed that. It has laid the groundwork. We are so close to perfection. And I truly believe that Teyon are... They have to get a bigger budget after this game. They have to get a big publisher backing them. No woke shit. Let them do what they do. But give them bigger budget. You know, so they can use some real physics. Some real immersive simism. No, I'm being serious. Like, this game is great. You really do feel like RoboCop. And, you know, you can spec in that direction with the skill trees to feel more and more like RoboCop. I went with the experience bonus one, obviously, deduction, I think. I think that's a clear and obvious way to go. That's one flaw with the game is the most important skill tree is obvious right from the get-go. Bonus experience. Duh. But I maxed that out early. And then I started going armor just because I wanted to feel more like RoboCop. You play a RoboCop game because you want to feel like fucking RoboCop. And this game captures that feeling. But it's not stupid easy. You would think playing as RoboCop, the game would be just really fucking easy. And it is at first, but they do a good job of introducing new enemies, like new enemy types, as you go along. Like at first, it's just regular dudes. You fucking waste them, blow them to pieces, fucking grab them by the throats, slam them into fucking walls, punch their head off, whatever. But they slowly start to introduce tougher enemies. You know, you get armored guys. At some point, you get guys that are on motorcycles riding around shooting you that are, you know, pretty fast. So it's a little harder to hit them. The great part is you can like if you can get in front of them, you can grab them off the motorcycle. It's awesome. And then then there's a sequence. Spoilers. There's going to be a lot of spoilers. I don't know why I have to say this every single fucking video because I don't give a shit. And you should know by now that I'm going to spoil stuff. There's like a minefield segment. Like you're walking through mines. Like a minefield. You got to shoot the mines or pick them up or whatever. And then snipers are introduced. Snipers with 50 cal sniper rifles that, you know, will obviously fuck RoboCop up. There's an interesting sequence involving snipers. The game just keeps introducing new things, and it keeps changing things up. It's really good. It's better than really good. It's the game of the year. That being said, it makes you think just what could this be if it was a real immersive sim where you could really actually destroy everything? Because it has that low budget thing going on where, you know, you can punch beer bottles and they'll break, but then you can turn around and try and punch some random table and nothing will happen. That's low budget, you know, type shit. And it's kind of immersion breaking. Like, I want a RoboCop game where everything I punch is decimated. Everything. If I see a pop machine or a soda machine, depending on where you're from, I want to punch it and watch it, you know, get destroyed. I want to punch tables, chairs, and watch them fall apart. I want to be able to grab the news reporter lady by the throat and pick her up and, like, throw her 50 feet into Ed 209 as he's launching missiles and have her body block the missiles from me. Just all sorts of crazy shit. This game has laid the groundwork for potentially the greatest game of all time. Is it the greatest first-person shooter ever made? Not yet. But it has laid the groundwork. We're close. It's definitely game of the year. But we got a ways to go. Give this developer more money. Don't send any fucking faggy woke interns over there or any of that bullshit. Just let them keep doing what they're doing. Give them more money, more stuff to work with, and I guarantee you, we get the greatest game ever made. Because this tiny developer, if they're able to create something like this, imagine what they could do if they had so much more money and time. We would get the greatest first-person shooter RPG hybrid ever made. Nothing would come remotely close. Keep up the good work.